MRDC visits pipeline communities. NFA raises flag on mangrove habitat. And controller calls for more testing in the country.
This is National MTV News with Toraho Morea.
Welcome. This is Sunday's news. A teacher in remote Kikori in the Gulf province says various levels of government have neglected infrastructure built in the area. He says public servants, especially teachers and health workers, struggle to deliver services to the people. The teacher made these remarks upon a visit by the Mineral Resource Development Company in efforts to maintain and build better infrastructure for people to use.
Reaching these communities in Kikori is only accessible by boat and air. The MRDC team and other stakeholders travel to visit and get a glimpse of the declining state of services in the area. Managing Director Augustin Mano says as the trust and responsible agency, its vision is to assist build or maintain infrastructures in the pipeline segments of the project.
So now, lo MRDC, nubla got nubla focus, nubla direction. So time nubla gas project ikam, thinking blom blossom. Now, where you mean up long, straight him down blom man meri long or legal service where government is thinking long and now people stop long and MRDC where all beneficiaries stop long and mibla legal money stop long and mibla must put him long all this lahab.
According to MRDC, over the next 2 years, the company will assist schools and health facilities especially to be improved. A school in the area was also visited. A teacher says levels of government have neglected them.
The oil and the gas is going to finish tomorrow. Our human beings, our human resources are going to bring this country forward. And I take this time to make these remarks because government after government have completely neglected this place, this institution.
The visit also gives comfort to the locals who have seen little to no assistance by local authorities. The head of MRDC says going forward, MRDC wants to invest more to communities who are beneficiaries along the pipeline segment.
Start the classroom, so what's classroom need to fix him? Don't fix him. Teachers house, so what's you looking most member in a blow, stretch him now, walk him in a good blow, teachers come. So, lig money blow both CITF blow PRK, now blow pipeline segment, MU back company now within the next 2 years, Bambla Tramlo, walk him impact long all community staff so that at least you may give him hope long. All the line who said beneficiaries lo PNG, LNG na long Kudubu pipeline staff long.
Helen Sea, National MTV News.
Papua New Guinea has recorded another death from coronavirus disease, bringing the country's death toll to 7. A 71-year-old male from Central Province had fever, cough and shortness of breath. He tested positive for COVID-19 and died on the same day. Amidst the latest death, Controller David Manning urged citizens to come forward for COVID-19 testing. The controller also repeated his earlier call for health facilities throughout the country to do more swabbing according to the testing strategy and to send the samples to laboratories for testing. To date, Papua New Guinea has 517 COVID-19 cases from 13 provinces. Considered an extremely important part of the marine ecosystem, coastline mangroves are a top priority for the National Fisheries Authority's Mangrove Rehabilitation Project under its Seascape Improvement Program introduced in 2014. The mangrove nursery developed under this program has contributed to the planting of thousands of mangroves along the coastline in Port Moresby and the Central Province.
In the hundreds now.
Under the National Fisheries Authority's Seascape Improvement Program introduced in 2014, over 2,000 mangrove seedlings have been planted in Gabagaba, Boira and Lealea villages in the Central Province. The NFA program has been pursuing small targeted programs to improve the seascape in and around Port Moresby, to explore mangrove and coral reef rehabilitation and waste management. NFA's recent visit to Gabagaba Village Primary School students teamed up with NFA officers farmers to replant the seedlings, all the while learning the importance of mangroves as vital for the health of the marine ecosystem, providing food and shelter for young fish and crabs, additionally acting as a buffer for shoreline erosion and rising sea levels. The health of these mangrove systems provides the basis for fish population to thrive, and the Seascape Improvement Program has and is assisting NFA in testing possible interventions that can be introduced into areas seeking to mitigate the risk of climate change, rising sea levels and environmental degradation. Such programs require additional work such as baseline survey in areas where mangroves have been planted and ongoing monitoring and communication with communities involved. Partners like ExxonMobil PNG have worked with NFA to implement such activities at Boira and Lealea villages. Ankora, National MTV News.
Election rigging is a common trait that disrupts the process of a free and fair election. Hence, in order to prevent this illegal process, cameras will be used at polling stations during the Goroka by-election in the Eastern Highlands. This was made known by the Police Minister Brian Kramer in his recent visit into the province earlier in the week to assess the security preparations for the by-election. Minister Kramer states that the cameras will be set up at each polling location to capture everyone voting as a deterrent to election rigging. Additional to the cameras at the polling stations, GoPro cameras will also be used by police to monitor the boxes during the transportation of all ballot boxes when polling is completed. About 400 police personnel from Lae, Madang and, depending on the security risk, possible special units from Port Moresby will be deployed to Goroka for the by-election. A new radio station was launched recently by Prime Minister James Marape. Speaking at the launch, PM Marape says the medium of radio has played a critical role in bringing messages of hope to people in urban and rural areas. He reiterated efforts by the government to work with churches and address social issues facing communities. The two-wave radio frequency will be tuned in at 99.5 FM for gospel messages, songs of hope, and other spiritual programs.
We are contributing positively to our country as far as church work is concerned. Government wants to empower church to step out and go in the space of education, health, good message, positive encouragement, radio and TV ministry, can be associated activities along those places that we want to encourage church to venture out. And not just Seventh Adventist Church, but all Christian denominations.
Who have used this asset to bless the citizens of the city of Port Moresby, the National Capital District, and the Central Province for that matter.
The Peace Foundation in Port Moresby is gearing up to celebrate the World Peace Day tomorrow. Organizers in Port Moresby say the event is significant as they bring the message of hope, peace and unity to PNG communities. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a small gathering will be held tomorrow at 3 Mile in NCD to signify the occasion.
And we from WK Kitty, PNG Peace and Good National Foundation, our aim is to, our objectives of this foundation is to promote peace, and we feel hope-light, so we feel that we have to do something on that day. So on that day is a very special day for us, and we would like to observe this day, joining hands with the rest of the world to promote peace.
PNG especially, because of our 800 plus languages, that has caused us to go in diverse directions. And I think with peace, we all need peace to come together as one, to develop ourselves as individuals and then into a country as a whole, and probably fix the government as a whole too.
Telecom PNG turned 65 on the 14th of September this year, 2 days prior to the country celebrating 45 years of independence. For 6 decades, the company has been providing innovating communication solutions for PNG. But it all started in 1955, and over the years, the company changed names to deal with the advancement in technology, notably in 1982, when it was then known as PTC, or Post and Telecommunications. We take a closer look at the country's leading telecommunications company and its advancement in 65 years.
In 1955, the administration established a Department of Communications, which was handed over to the Postal and Telecommunication Services in the Department of Public Utilities at independence in 1975. In 1964, a plan was drawn up for a national telephone system in PNG, subsequently resulting in the introduction of the telephone service. In the same year, a telecommunication division of the Department of Posts and Telegraphs was established. After gaining independence in 1975, the newly formed Department of Posts and Telegraphs became the Division of Postal and Telecommunication Services, DPTS. 1982 saw the Division of Postal and Telecommunication Services incorporated to Post and Telecommunication Corporation, PTC. A change in government policy in 1996 saw PTC split up and corporatized, from which emerged Telecom PNG Limited.
Product and services. There's a lot of changes happened in the past 65 years. They were doing only, before you've seen people going into public places, dropping the coins to call. Then you've seen people using in a traditional way, doing a con cell to communicate with people. But now you can see those changes happen over the time in the last 65 years. And now you can just press in a button on the fingertip and you can just talk to people.
Communication has played a vital role in the advancement of any country. And because communication has advanced, so has the way we interact as people, as communities, and as a nation. Telecom PNG is PNG's premier telecommunication service, with its proud history spanning over 6 decades. Telecom PNG is committed to providing advanced, innovative communication solutions in PNG for its clients, both business and residential.
Telecom has indeed come a long way in the last 65 years. We've revolutionized the communication services in Papua New Guinea from analog to digital. We pulled the first cable, the APENG 2, terminating at Helabits, Port Moresby in 2006. We pulled the second cable, PPC1, terminating in Medang from Sydney in 2013. We pulled the fiber over the power lines from Medang to lay and build the broadband network, NBN1, in 2015. I'm truly proud to say that all these achievements were planned, installed and implemented and commissioned by our Papua New Guinea engineers and technical staff who have gone and who are here now today with us.
Telecom PNG is the market leader in landline, telecom mobile service, fixed wireless, voice and data, WiMAX broadband, VSAT, PABX, iPlan, VPN, hotspot, video conference and IPTV services. With a customer base that continues to increase yearly, Telecom PNG has also diversified in television, internet services, radio, and directory information. The telecommunications empire is also 100% PNG owned and prides itself on bringing the world closer to every single Papua New Guinean nationwide.
I am proud to say that we have reached some of the remotest and highest altitudes to drive infrastructure and connectivity reach to our people.
In 2020, Telecom PNG Limited celebrated 65 years of being the premier communication company of PNG. These are plans that Telecom PNG has moving forward.
NEC has made a decision in August for B-Mobile and Telecom to merge into one entity. Work is currently underway, and I think you're all part of it, to facilitate this decision. The government decision will be implemented in this by the board and the management, and we believe that strategically places us in a very strong position to grow our business, because this will enable us to offer convergence solutions to our customers. We are doing the reforms so that we can, from number one and a monopoly, we are now a party that is, we are chasing market share now. So we need to really position us, and the government has challenged us to merge the entities into mobile and fixed. Telecom will consider fixed, and mobile will be mobile, but those will be delivered into one core infrastructure that we will say, and it's all about the transformation that we had in the last 65 years. We now have to do things better. We are now looking for efficiencies to deliver the cost-effective services to our people now, and that's through our product that we are delivering at the moment.
By making it a reality for every person to advance, transform, and enhance their lives at an affordable cost for a better tomorrow. Supporting remote schools through the Clean IT program and transforming local communities through ICT-enabled solutions. This initiative is in line with the national government's education policy framework. While Telecom PNG places a high priority on staff welfare, it continues to place emphasis in learning and development efforts for the local staff to improve their competency and knowledge levels.
Telecom has provided employment for Papua New Guinea since 1955. It has also been involved in providing work experience for graduates coming out from universities in the fields of communication, engineering, accounting, sales, and HR, and many of them working with Telecom and in other industries.
Telecom is always good in keeping us abreast on technology. The last one I attended was the APEN 2 cable at Ella Beach to Sydney, which we went for training there in 2006, I believe, and we came back, we did the installation, diverted the, while we were working, schooling, the cables were diverted from Guamen to Ella Beach.
Those days, PNT and PTC times, Telecom has sent me to Australia for 3 months work attachment, and which I'm very, very pleased with Telecom. And that was a very happy moment of mine working with Telecom.
There's been a lot of assistance or a lot of policies that are in the company to assist you pay for your children's school fee or buy a home, and also in times of emergencies when a staff passes away or passes on.
Why I like Telecom and I love my job is that I meet a lot of people from down there to up there.
Telecom PNG Limited is committed to bringing the world closer to every single person in PNG. We will make it a reality for every person to advance, transform, and enhance their lives at an affordable cost for a better tomorrow. We will succeed by providing advanced, innovative communication solutions, making us the company of your choice, PNG's choice. For the past 65 years, Telecom PNG has been innovating and advancing Papua New Guinea to lead in communication throughout the Pacific region. We have been by your side for generations, and we will continue to be there well into the future, because Telecom PNG is always there.
We were here before Papua New Guinea got independence from Australia in 1975, and we will continue to be here because we are owned by Papua New Guinea.
As a long-serving employee of Telecom, I would like to wish Telecom employees and their families and the management of Telecom happy 65th anniversary, and God bless.
Trukai Sports is next. All the details after the break. Don't go away.
Trukai Sports.
Good night and welcome to Trukai Sports. VTS United yesterday fell to their third loss of the season. The third place team were unable to score against the fifth place Gulf Comara FC. In the other match of the Kumul Petroleum National Soccer League yesterday at the PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby, reigning premiers Lae City managed to put in a late goal to win 2-1 against Star Mountain FC.
Make one big, massive...
VTS United were previously one of the most consistent teams in the competition, and just before the COVID-19 nationwide lockdown were in first place of the Kumul Petroleum National Soccer League. Up until last weekend, the team had only one loss to their name, but it seems the team is losing its prowess just before the finals. In yesterday's match, third-placed VTS United took on fifth-place Gulf Comara. The match progressed well for VTS in the first half. VTS had most control over the possession, with the team camping in Gulf Comara's territory for a long time, but VTS failed to score any goals.
2 losses. David shots. Oh, good one.
Gulf Comara's defensive tactics kept the VTS back, but had little opportunity to score as well, leaving the match goalless in the first half.
Ilagi Geno.
The second half was to be the only half that had a goal. And much to the dismay of the VTS bench, Gulf Comara's Ilagi Geno scoring the only goal of the match. The match ending in favor of Gulf Comara 1-0.
Jordan Carvin, Gulf Comara searching for this one. Ilagi Geno! And just when you needed it.
Reigning premiers Lae City FC were also in Port Moresby as well and took on Star Mountain FC. The match, very much in favor of the top side, was a show of some fluent passing by the team. Lae City were aiming to score first against Star Mountain FC, and in the 12th minute, Emmanuel Irem managing to head one through from a well-timed cross kick.
Joshua Oscar takes on Tao Winnie. He's able to head that one home!
Lae City's clinical passing and open play kept the Star Mountain side working extra time, but the scores remained 1-0 as both teams had a rest at half-time. The second half was an opportunity for Star Mountain to mount a comeback, which they did. Peterson Eliza with a powerful kick which rocked the crossbar and bounced into goal.
Beats out Felix, come along. Oh! Cracker right to the top corner.
The match was seemingly heading for a draw, but a crucial mistake by Star Mountain goalkeeper Luke Kaprangi Jr. gifted Jacob Sabua the match winner.
That's wrong. And there it is, the much needed equalizer.
The match ending 2-1 in favor of the reigning premiers Lae City FC. Como LLG in the Hela province recently had their rugby league oval refurbished and given back to them by Hydes Gas Development Company and ExxonMobil PNG, the operator of the PNG LNG project. Apart from it being a sports oval, it will also host other events for the LLG. The recently refurbished Como Sports Field was officially handed over to the Como local level government representatives by local landowner company Hydes Gas Development Corporation and the operator of PNG LNG project ExxonMobil PNG this week. The handover coincided with the Independence Day celebration that was organized by the Como Independence Celebrations Committee, headed by Como Hulia LLG executives and community leaders. Como LLG President and Hela Province Deputy Governor Charles Haluya, when thanking ExxonMobil PNG and HGDC, said the Como rugby field would be used not only for sporting events, but other events such as cultural shows as well. Haluya added that the generosity shown by the two companies to help the government develop such facilities is well appreciated by the government and the people of Hela Province. And that story ends Trukai Sports. The weather forecast for the next 24 hours when we come back.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And the weather forecast for the next 24 hours for the southern region: Port Moresby, fine and sunny; Daru, cloudy with a few drizzles; in Kerma, drizzles and cloudy; in Alotau, rain and drizzles; and in Popondetta, rain and cloudy.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that's the way it is on this Sunday, the 20th of September 2020. From all of us here at MTV, pleasant viewing. Be safe. Bye for now.